Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Hello and welcome back to The Wandering Wind, and this is my top 5 Xbox One games list. I'm going to be doing these lists for all 3 systems, the Switch, the Xbox, and the PS4. So let's get on with number 1, which is X, and its 4K gaming capability. You now have even better graphics now. Not much else to say. It's a solid racing game, but nothing much else to say. Number 2 is Destiny 2. Now, I never really got into the first Destiny game, but the second one I played around with on friends' systems, and it's pretty fun to say the least. It kind of plays like a hybrid between a first-person shooter and an RPG, with the way that you can customize your character and stuff. It's also got a really great storyline. If you've ever played the original Destiny, you know just how expansive the stories, especially with the DLC, were, and this is no different. Definitely one of the better FPS games out there these days, at least, in my opinion. Other than maybe the Call of Duty series, but you know, I really got over them years ago. But go ahead and definitely pick up Destiny 2 if you want a good FPS experience that doesn't really play like one. Thirdly is going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I put this on the list just because I love me a Star Wars game. I have played quite a few of them ever since the original Super Star Wars series on the Super NES, which was a blast. And believe me, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is no slouch when it comes to the graphics or the gameplay. It's an online shooter game, so obviously if you have poor internet connection, this will be a pass, but for a lot of you, I don't think that'll be a problem since you're watching me. But anyway, this is definitely a great little title for those of you that just want a bit of Star Wars nostalgia. Now, I will warn you, the loot box system is pretty much a rigging thing where if you can pay for it, you've got a leg up on the free competition, and if you can't pay for it, you're not really going to get a whole lot out of the experience. But at the same time, I think you can still play pretty darn well and still have a pretty fun time without paying a single dime beyond the price of the game. And to be honest, EA, this really needs to stop. Number 4 is going to be Middle-earth: Shadow of War. I love Middle-earth, especially just the expansive world that this is set in. The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit were my favorite books as a young kid, and even as a older young adult. And really, I loved the series. And when the film series came out, it was like, whoa. And then you get this game. You've got it's a sequel to Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, which puts you in the position of a ranger, I think. I'm not sure. It's not very clear to me. It's been a while since I played the game, but man, is it fun. Definitely pick it up if you like high action, lots and lots of action. I tell you what, you can get enough action for a whole day in 30 minutes. And then finally on the number 5 spot is going to be Injustice 2. I love your typical beat 'em up, arcade style fighter game, and Injustice 1 was just that title, and Injustice 2 is more of the same good stuff. You really, really need to play this game. It's awesome. Anyway, that's my top 5 list for the top 5 Xbox One games for Christmas 2017. If you want to go ahead and pick any of these up, I'll leave links down in the description there'll be affiliate links, so of course I'll get a commission, you'll get your game. There won't be any more money on your end being paid, but I'll get some benefit of it too. Have a great day. I love you very much, and happy holidays. Hey guys, welcome back to The Wandering Wind. Today I'm going to be doing an interesting challenge video. My first one. I'm going to be doing the Fortnite Dance Challenge. So, I'll pick 3 different dances. I'll try and do them as best as I can, and I'll put them to the actual music that originally came with the dances. So, look for that coming up right after this. So I hope you enjoyed those Fortnite dances. Yeah, they weren't really dances. They were just ungraceful movement. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. To those of you that are going to be to the companies that are going to be putting content flags and claims on my video, have fun. Have fun. Anyway, have a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Wow, last video was quite intense, to be honest. Today I wanted to talk a bit about well, I wanted to talk about something related to a group that I'm actually a part of called the Brony Fandom. And we Bronies are big fans of the latest iteration of the My Little Pony franchise. But I wanted to kind of address the question of, are fandoms a bad thing? Because, to be honest, a lot of people think that they are. A lot of people think that being in a fandom or being part of a fandom is just asking for hate, or that people that are in fandoms push their ideals and their favorite things on others for no other reason than just to do it. And that's not right. That's not fair to them or to us. To be honest, a lot of us in fandoms actually don't do that. But I want to explore in detail why people might think the fandoms are a bad thing. So first of all, I want to define what fandoms actually are. A fandom is basically, a group of people that like a certain medium of entertainment, whether it be a book series, a film series, a set of films, like the Star Warriors for Star Wars, the Trekkies for Star Trek, the Bronies for My Little Pony. And you know what? Bronies actually existed before G4. It's just, they were a lot less plentiful. But, and then there were others like the Steven Universe fans, the Rick and Morty fans, which they've been coming under fire because evidently they're bad fans. It's like, okay, what's a bad fan anyway? To be honest, I don't think there is a bad fan, it's just bad publicity. But that's just my opinion, and I'm sure you have one of your own, so hey. But, now, why people think fandoms are bad is mainly because of the dark corners that exist in every single one of them. I mean, you talk about a den of snakes, a den of vipers. Look at the brony community and some of the tendencies that we have. I mean, really. Cupcakes, anyone? Or, Fulcon or anything else like that. I tell you what, there are some parts of the fandom I just don't touch. And that's mainly why. Because they're pretty scary. Yeah. But, to be honest, if every single fandom has those dark corners, then why are some fandoms vilified and hated with such, or treated with such vitriol that it's almost as if they're the worst group on the face of the earth? I think it's mainly because of appearances, because of portrayals in popular media and stuff like that, where if you're not careful, you can easily be taken in by a deceitful headline or a deceitful Facebook or Twitter post or whatever. And to be honest, it's that way with basically everything. I mean, we have been talking about fake news for the last year and a half, so there is that. But to be honest, I think for the most part, the main reason why a lot of these fandoms get a lot of hate is because we're just not very well understood. It doesn't make sense to some people why there would be a group of people that would share